you guys. I'm trying to stream. This is a new encoder. I have no idea if it's working. The one I was kind of using before that gave me headaches said I couldn't, basically. So I am just kind of wanting to check in with you guys, and now I don't even know if I can chat with you. I don't even know if anybody's looking at this. Do I have to delete this again? Oh, there's 10 people. So where am I live? I can't. Oh my gosh, I hate technology. You guys, how are you? Apparently there's 10 of. Oh, I'm live. I live? Here. 14 are watching. 14 of you guys are here. 18, yay. Hey! Oh God, it worked. It worked. Hi. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Sue Ellen. R. Carla. Rochelle. Billy. You guys, I'm so glad you're here. 232535. Teresa. Lorraine. Woo! Hi, you guys. So I'm using a different encoder right now. Christina, Paul, Julia. Hey, you guys. There's a delay. There is a delay. Paul. Gosh, I'm glad you guys are here. So I'm using a different encoder. At least I can see you more easily right now. There is a delay. See if I can get this going right. Okay, we have a nice, intimate group. Good morning, Karen. Oh, I gotta make sure I get this monetization on, because it would be kind of nice, because it happens once in a while, right? Wait, let me make sure. Oh, please, I don't want to test. More options. Yes. On. Why is the default off? Silly. Save. Let me see my friends now. I want to go see my friends. Where are they? I'm so glad you guys are up. I am so glad. I'm so glad. Well, where am I? Where did you guys go? I hate technology. Okay, here. Yeah. Hi, A. Flores. Hi, Mystery. Hi. Yeah, is it Rochelle? It's Rochelle, not Rachel. Yeah, I am so overstuffed too. I totally agree. Okay, why is this not playing? How is it over there in Stockholm, Sweden, Karen? I kind of just want to go kind of move somewhere else right now, right? Maybe a different country. Like Sweden sounds really nice right now. Rochelle, thank you. Mahalo nui loa. Okay, so I, like spur of the moment, decided to go live because I'm just kind of freaking out here a little bit. I know, I can't believe Booty Judge dropped out either. But if you guys seen him, like, he's got a handler, one of Zuck's old handlers, and I just can't even stand watching it. Someone put a side-by-side of him and Obama, like, he was studying Obama speeches, like, all the mannerisms, and then I saw something like he was doing a Bernie thing. I'm like, who is this guy? Just weird. You know what? This was a good time for him to, step out. I just feel like there's more weird stuff going on with him. And I was glad that I couldn't believe Steyer stopped out. I mean, his person stole Kamala's her voter stuff. Like, why is that not even talked about? So, anyway. Hi, Cheryl, Duluth, Minnesota. Hey, Patrice. Superior, Wisconsin. Rochelle. Okay. So anyway, this is, you guys, why I wanted to come here and just kind of check in reality with everyone, because it is Mercury retrograde and the moon is in Gemini and it is squaring Mercury. It's just really kind of crazy weird out there. You know what? I think I have to keep this closer to me while I talk because I can't read from over here. I didn't see any of his his speech. I will tell you guys that. I literally have had the TV off the whole time. I just checking little things here and there because I am buried myself. I think I've told you guys that. Oh, and then my kitty cat, Boo, had to take it to the ER today and has like cancer everywhere. So it's just really bad week. So I actually feel more sane with the TV off and not checking in with the news, despite all the stuff I'm buried in right now. But it's okay. We're going to get through the end of this. We're going to get through Pisces. I mean, Mercury retrograde, and things will be much clearer, and I'll have a clearer way to go. So, yes, thank you, Sue. Yes. Oh, Wendy, beautiful day in Australia. It's 6:39 p.m. Yes. I think we all want to move in with Wendy and Karen. Hi, Chris. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm kind of bouncing everywhere. I don't mean to be. So, how do I... I need another arm. This is why I want to talk to you guys. Because, you know, it's really crazy. You know, and like we ended up last week with the crazy Dow, the crazy money, and then, you know, for some reason it was only down 500 on the Dow on Friday, which I thought was a little suspicious because we got the announcement after the markets closed that someone else was identified in Washington. That sounds like such a scary situation. You know, and then more information was coming in over the weekend. I cannot, you know, that this from Alabama, from this thing just spreading for weeks on end in Washington, and nobody knew. Wait, can you hear me? Oh, thank you, Wendy. So all that happened. There's been a lot of crazy stuff happening this weekend, and I can't even say that Corona beer, not cold thing, because I like a month and a half ago, I had stuff demonetized just for, I don't even think I had that word in my title. I think I had it in my thumbnail picture, and boom, 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 like after the fact. So I don't know what we're going to call it. I think we're just going to call it Cerveza, okay? It's because of the beer has the same name. That's the only thing I can come up with right now. So the Cerveza was getting spilled everywhere this weekend. And I was expecting Monday, you know, the markets to open, be really, really terrible. But no. Wait, let me back up. I was looking for news late night tonight. I'm like, I can't, this is where I started. I can't believe I've got like 1,000 channels on cable and I can't find any news? No news? Nowhere. Like CNN's got some like royalty thing going on. Like... It's just a weird series to me that they're having on a Sunday night. And then, of course, Lockup, Jail, MSNBC. But, like, I can't find anything. We used to have a local news channel, but then that thing went under. I think they might even have been related to, like, maybe Sinclair, but it's gone. I can't get that news. There's nothing on the local channels. I went to go to the BBC, and there was the movie Titanic. And so then I'm really searching for some news, and then I finally I go to Bloomberg. That's what I had to turn to for news. And then all of a sudden, I was freaking out anyway, because I'm like, how come I can't get news in my house? Why can't I get news? What's going on? And then they had a crawler that said Kim Jong-un blasted 2 more missiles. Again? Come on. And then Bloomberg. I'm like, why are the Dow futures up at 100 plus 155 plus this plus that, the S&P, the blah 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 blah? I'm like, what is going on? Who did Donald get to? And then I saw that they're kind of discussing cutting rates. Okay, so maybe that'll help for like just this one day. Oh my gosh, is not going to take care of. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's just dumb. Okay, what are you guys saying? Yeah, even Fox News doesn't have news on. I couldn't get anything even on Fox. So, anyway. Okay, we all good? Hi, Keisha. Okay. Oh, I know, right? Conservatives want to purchase Twitter. We are in such a horrible media blackout. It's kind of like, for me, when I'm looking at social media behind the scenes, it seems to me like Twitter is like more the avenue to go pay the Saudis and the Israelis for the control over the dialogue, and then to Russia. Facebook is more, marked to Russia, and then wherever the nationalists are. But we, I've been talking that we are increasingly in a news media blackout, and I just could not believe that I just cannot find any news tonight unless, like, I work hard or maybe go on the interwebs and, like, look for something, right? So, I think right now there's so much stuff I want to read on. First, I just need to know why we're in a news media blackout right now. This Sunday night, like, everything is. Do I want to ask that, or do we want to ask why KJU launched more missiles? Because, whenever Donald needs a distraction, that happens. It happened recently in Wisconsin a week ago? Friday they had that, that. I looked at that, and that was all to get data to target people. Isn't it? It's horrible. Okay, so. Oh my God, there was a second death on Saturday. Okay. Let me do this one really quick. I want to find out why am I in a news media blackout? Why are we in a news media blackout? Why are we in a news media? Because the Trump dynasty. There you go. That's all you need to do. The world. They're just going to cut off the narrative right from the get-go. This is why we're in a news media. I don't even have to read anymore. Blackout. Okay, I want to know, why did Kim Jong-un play with his launch 2 more missiles? Gosh. Okay, why did KJU, fire off 2 more missiles today? Ooh. Doing a favor, Monday News. Usually you guys know this is my Jared card. So, Jared is the backchannel State Department. So, KJU did that because of a young person with money. I don't know what he said was the reason why they did it, but here we have the Page of Pentacles. Why? Why, Page of Pentacles? Because of the Trump dynasty needs a distraction, really? Bribes, money, payouts. Okay, really, we know. Sigh. Lovers, reversed, falling out. Something happened with Putin. I swear something happened with him. Like they're on the outs. At the base of this is justice. Because he needs help. He feels like the media is unfair. Everything is unfair. This is Donald's whiny. It's not fair. Challenge that is challenge is him as an emperor because he sucks. He's a horrible emperor, and he's trying to find ways to not be so horrible. So KJU, there's angry Putin, and is retreated on him. Who knows why? And it's happening quickly. Okay, so that answered my questions. I know. I'm telling you guys, my brain is scrambled. I am just kind of a little freaked out. Just a little freaked out. What's going on this Sunday Eve while everybody sleeps with no news and missiles? KJU playing with... Okay, what are you saying over here? This Mercury retrograde is so rough. Is there... Okay, so Cerveza... I was saying there were 2 cases of Cerveza. So they say. But don't forget that when the Cerveza broke over there, you know, after the eclipses, so Johns Hopkins started counting. Their initial count date was January 19th when they started counting cases. And I don't know if there were deaths yet, but January 19th is kind of like their 0 point for counting. Well, there was an article that came out like January 20th that showed here in the U.S., or maybe it was the 21st, maybe it showed in Europe. They interviewed the minister there, the health minister. And I'm like, what? Because, you know, if it got to us, it was actually published the day before, which means the day before that they were writing it, which means the day before that they were probably interviewing, which was before the January 19th 0 on the time, you know, 0.0 of when they started counting. And they had already closed their borders because they knew. So they had already sealed their borders, and they were already working on a vaccine. Okay, first of all, their economy is smaller than the state of California. And then the person said some plausible deniability thing about, oh, well, we always start a vaccine when there's a thing like this, a virus. I'm like, what? No, you don't. You can't. And so then I was just feeling like this was the big thing that we were all kind of waiting for. And I think Danolio and I think they all knew this was going to be released because they needed a big, big thing. And I feel like it just got out of control. They didn't know what they were dealing with because if you notice, Donald is just lying like, it's going to go away. It's not that bad. Because he must have some insider information about it is just what I suspect. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, anyway. Okay, I'm going to check in here. Yeah, I'm really scared for California and Washington. Someone's just saying there were actually two deaths there from Cerveza instead of just the one that's reported. And you guys, we're getting some type of tax cut, or not tax cut, some sort of interest rate cut again. They're talking about it. Okay. I know, I can't, there's so many things wrong with how this has been handled. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, I appreciate that. You know what, I was, yes, I see that, the C word. You know what, if I actually used the real C word, I bet I wouldn't get demonetized. Okay. Okay, so that's where am I caught up with you guys? Okay, so I was looking earlier for a comment that was from someone. It looked kind of like maybe a troll account that is posted in the past, but this person went into a lot of detail about, could you please find out what's happening in Washington, because they had day by day by day what happened. I can't find that comment since. And then I've got like 80 comments that have been withheld from review, like I've been away, and then stuff blew up. So I'm sorry, you guys, if there were nasty people on my channel. Wow. I just might have to close the comments altogether for that. But that was one question I definitely wanted to look at. Maybe I should just, I wish I could find it. I will see what I can get here. Let's see what I can get from WAPO. Oh my gosh, and then Alabama, did you guys hear about that? What's going on in Alabama? Teresa, yes, 13 cases identified in my state of Washington. 2 of the 13 have... Teresa, are those the people in the senior citizen home? Hi, Cynthia. 15,000 kits. What are we going to do? Reuse these? Pence? We can't even do, he won't even let us have a needle swap. Come on. Yes, Alabama. Okay, so Washington is freaking me out because they had, virus may have, Cerveza might have spread undetected for weeks. Kirkland, Washington becomes epicenter as it spreads. So churches being canceled, firefighters, police. Oh my gosh. It's a city of about 90,000 just northeast of Seattle. Sounds beautiful. Water sports and a Google campus? You know, okay. Let's California doesn't have test kits. Hotspots. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what happened in Alabama, and then we'll talk about Washington. I'll read you this article. So, in Alabama, this is crazy. So, there were a lot of rumors and chaos in Alabama because when they were going to take the people that were on the cruise ship and bring them back to the U.S., the plan was to put everyone in these dormitories in this old, like, abandoned, I don't want to say an army base, but something like that with the military. There was an abandoned area. This was in Anniston, Alabama. It has 22,000 people. So this quarantine plan, now I gotta go back. The reason why people found out is because a doctor there set out in a biohazard suit, standing along the road, holding a sign saying, "The virus has arrived, are you ready?" And the town didn't think they were. They were unnerved by what they were finding out in social media. Helicopters were secretly flying sick patients at night. This plan was hastily hatched by the Department of Human and Health Services that Don Julio scrapped. There was intense pushback from Congressman Rogers, and also from, I guess Shelby tweeted that it was canceled. But what they were planning to do is the Diamond Princess Cruise people in Japan, they were supposed to go to Anniston, and they were going to stay in these dormitories at Fort McClellan Army Airfield. The airfield was closed and the Army base was shuttered in 1999. Local officials said they told the HHS officials during the meeting the runway was in bad shape. The more they talked, the more holes they found. They also called for housing Cerveza patients at the Center for Domestic Preparedness, a FEMA facility at the old Army base. The center's brick dormitories, they wanted to use them for the first arrivals. A team of federal health workers would care for the patients, and U.S. Marshals would keep them from leaving the quarantine. But those dorms normally house emergency responders from around the country. But it has zero capabilities for handling infectious diseases. It's used for training. It has isolation hospital rooms in a former Army hospital building, but it's just all props. Like they're just practicing for something. Like light switches aren't even on the walls. They're just painted on the walls. This is what they were going to do. And so federal officials, they never contacted the town's hospital about handling those patients. And they didn't tell anybody. And that hospital wasn't equipped. So anyway, it was just a big old horrible, crazy mess. Okay, we're going to keep them there. So then I guess Donald scrapped it on the 23rd. But basically, that's what happened. So then they sent... I'm not sure how this is related to Washington. Okay, so that's what happened in Alabama. That's insane. That is insane. Okay, so reported first case in New York tonight. Yep, thanks, Beth. We need to pray. Can't we pray pence away? Come on. Okay, so like, doesn't this just seem so Steve Miller-esque? You know, it's so bad. So, yeah, Sue Ellen, California is just, they're like, it's like target practice. It's just, I cannot believe how much stuff this administration seems to set up against the state of California. So, tarot, we're very curious. Washington, I want to go back to Washington. Why was Cerveza left to spread for weeks, going undetected? Cards keep falling out. Well, something's happening fast. It was allowed to spread. I almost feel like this is them who people knew it would spread, and it's like they're watching this spread, like they're observing it. Watching it spread to see what would happen. Okay. Why was it allowed to spread undetected? Seriously. If it's right side up, this is a Trump-Russia agreement. If it's upside down, it's also Putin says so, or Don Julio's trying to impress him. This is why it went unchecked. So what was covering this decision, or the reason why it was unchecked for so long? What was covering this? Because Donald is done. He has 10 swords in the back. Nobody likes him. And the challenge with letting it go undetected was the burden it would create on the people lasting. I mean, this guy is so impulsive. There is just no... People are so freaking impulsive. What's at the very base of why this thing festered undetected? Well, that could be kickback and bribes if they're investigating it. That's money, that's value, that's exchanges, that's charity. Or is it being uncharitable? What was crowning Washington, why it went undetected for so long? Oh my God. Oh my flipping God. Oh my FFF. I always used to get the Hierophant card reversed when it was talking about the style of government you find in Siberia. That's how their government works. There are no rules and regulations. It's just like a front for their backchannel mafiosos. So this is what was crowning the reason why it was left unchecked. Because in the past, what happened? Voting. My High Priestess card is always, when it comes to Trump Russia, you guys, it's always about voting, how Russia's in charge of all the election systems, no matter what country it is, that they do the finagling behind the scenes. And this is for the entire operation altogether. So something with elections in the past, and we know that nobody likes him. He sucks. And they're breaking up maybe because of it, because he's such a loser. So elections leading to what with this thing festering? Hard decisions have to be made. Separating the healthy from the unhealthy. Separating you from resources so that the worst side of me wants to think that Donald wants to play hero. Like, we're going to swoop in and fix this, and then you're going to vote for me. Is anybody hearing anything from the Republican Party? I have had my news off. I don't pay it. I mean, what are they saying about this? Anything? Is there, like, any outrage? I'm going to check in with you guys real quick. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Alternative Health Digital. Just before they flew the evacuees here, Don Julio threatened to harm sanctuary cities, and boom, 5 federal planes arrived without proper containment. Guinea pigs. Just like the end. Jesus. Blaming it. Where is Mitt Romney? San Diego is 2 at the Air Force Base. Yeah, Carla, I am too. I've been off with the news. That each Cerveza infects another 1 point. I thought it was higher. I thought it was 2 point something. You're right, Danny. Okay, so if anybody has heard any, like, legit Republican response to what's going on, because here's the thing, they get off scot-free with everything because they don't answer or respond. Well, who does talk? The Democrats. So I think this is part of the reason why the Democrats get blamed for everything, because they're the only ones willing to speak up. The Republicans won't, and the media won't yell at them or call them out for not doing anything. So we're mad. We're going to go yell at someone who will talk to us, who's trying. Wendy, you're getting a plenty of news about it on Australian TV, about the U.S., or just in general? Because they really are not talking a lot about it here, because it makes Don Julio angry. 2.6 RO. The judge approved for the ICE super trained sniper. What? Okay, I'm going to finish this reading. So I'm just going to assume that's a no. No one's really heard a Republican say anything about what a horrific tragedy this is. I mean, what are they hiding? Oh, I know what they're hiding. Okay. So how do we see? Okay, so this is about why the virus, the Cerveza, went unchecked for so long. So how do we see the Cerveza as it goes unchecked? How do we see that? You guys, he sucks. Him. That's how we see the virus going unchecked. He knew. He flipping knew. What's the environment with it getting in Washington? Young, healthy people. Just people out and about. Hey, give me a drink. Hey, share that with me. Wait, did they send specific people out in the public? They sent them out in the public. I don't know if those people were unsuspecting. Tell me about these people. and selected. There's your Russia Strength card. Revelation. Okay, this was coming up for me as Calgon Chow yesterday because she is freaking out. And then as I look back, this is more Calgon Chow. So I'm not surprised at all that she knows as well. So these people were known by Don Holio, family, Russian Strength, Calgon Chow, China. See, there you go. Can I please have a Three of Cups, please? Because this is the Three of Cups right here. Russia, China, Don Holio. So they knew the people that were going to go out in the environment publicly. And their hope was, with this being unchecked, was their hope was a lot of hope for the office of the President of the United States of America. Why? What did they hope for him? Okay, this is the betrayal heartbreak card that started showing up with Mitch. This is what they like to inflict on Democrats when our elections don't go the right way. And so their hope with this is to cause heartache. That is why. I just cannot stand these people. Their fear of it going unchecked was what? Bad beer unchecked would be the FBI. The FBI. Okay, we got to ask the FBI. And the next steps of it unchecked is it would move quickly, and the final outcome, Angry Putin. Oh my God, a successful ending. Angry Putin is at the top of the world. This is how it always happens. I'm going in and out. Oh, seriously. I'm sorry. Can you? Okay. I tossed my mic out of my clip. I was so mad. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What is elderberry syrup? Okay, good. Thank you. You know what, you guys? What we're doing here, because it's winter, you tend to have less, vitamin D during the winter months, so I've been making sure we boost that because it's so important for, I am not a doctor at all, but for, metabolization processes, the enzymatic things to happen, those reactions to happen. We're doing that and vitamin C, more vitamins, more other things. But I am telling you, what's really hard? Remembering to wash your hands all the time. Oh, yeah. Zinc. You know what? I also have this, I love Zicam. What is in there? Because I know that viruses, Cerveza can't, well, I don't know about Cerveza, but, the cold, bam, your cold symptoms are gone. If you stay on top of that, and sometimes I bump up the Scylla with that, it's gone, right? I know. Okay, and this is gross. I keep telling my kids, stop touching your face, but, they're teens. Hello, acne, pimple popping. I can't stop them. And then they all do it. Yeah, as I'm scratching my face. The washing the hand part is hard for me to remember. Elderberries kill viruses, they say, boost immunity. I've been seeing elderberry stuff everywhere. Silver's I've heard a lot about silver. I have it. I can't notice when I'm using it. But I definitely love the Zicam nasal spray. It's where have you been all my life? Because I used to have sinus infections all the time. And it's you spray that stuff and it's gone. You got to keep up with it. But Okay. Oh, am I caught up with you guys? So, saying, oh yeah, oregano oil. I use it all the time. I'm waiting for my stuff to come in. Yep, thieves oil. You got it. My go-to. Okay, and I've been like, I've just been adding apple cider vinegar, and I've been adding hydrogen peroxide to some of my cleaning stuff too. So, what was I going to ask? Okay, so I just did that reading. Mo, Larry, and Curly are behind it, and if they're afraid of the King of Wands, the FBI finding out, let's check in with the FBI and see if they know what's going on with Cerveza in Washington. And this is ridiculous. Okay, let's see. What do I need to reverse? I'm going to do 2 cards. What do I need to reverse? I'll reverse this. And the YouTube channeling Eric, he explained how the virus works, apparently keeping your system. Oh, yes, alkaline helps. Absolutely. Especially like you do that before you go to bed. When you wake up, just fresh squeeze lemon juice, fresh lemon juice and water, maybe a little bit of stevia. Yeah, because that's an excellent idea. Stay home. I don't want to stay home with everybody. Are you kidding me? I'm kidding. David from Pittsburgh. Wait. The YouTube channeling Eric. Does anybody, is that the name of the channel, is Channeling Eric? Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of deliveries as well. Okay. So, you guys let's find out what the FBI knows about what's going on with Cerveza in Washington. They flipping knew. Yeah, and it's just like, who's not surprised? Who's surprised by that? Not me. Okay. What's the FBI know about the outbreak undetected? They got caught. This has been my Jared card from way back in the summertime when he seemed like he was cooperating before Mr. Epps was arrested, and then just threw everything out the window with agreements and stuff. You guys, that was really, really bad. It was a total shock and jolt to all of them. And I don't know if you know this, I did a reading asking if, because the Mueller report was suppressed, is that when Pelosi got the idea to get the Mr. Epps things going? And I got a yes on that. I can't remember the details, but that was the reading. So what the FBI knows is something from the Hanged Man. Is he talking? What's the Hanged Man covered in? What's going on here, FBI? The Hanged Man is in defense mode. I just want to say Facebook. The Hanged Man is covered in what? Facebook. I am telling you, Zuck and what's his name? Jack from Twitter. Those two are as tight as everyone in Donald's cabinet is to Donald. They, in my eyes, are completely 100% back-channel cabinet members. And they're like cabinet members for all, like the Six Wands mob, all of them involved. So the FBI knows from the Hanged Man the fight that's going on about the Cerveza. And what's the challenge with what the FBI knows? It's always the burdens that this administration carries because nobody likes him. And he has to pay people to do his job because he can't do it, and he can't win elections. So, oh man. What's at the very foundation of what the FBI knows about the Cerveza? They know it's an op. A while ago, I think maybe it was last summer, I had traced the Ace of Wands back to where it had started. This was around one of the times with the love letters. And I had seen the Ace of Wands get transferred, like Rebecca Mercer was involved, and so was Eric Prince. And somehow, it made its way to North Korea, and then somehow with the letter. But the origins, an Ace of Wands is not of an origin in the United States of America, in my humble opinion. What's crowning with what the FBI knows about this in Washington? Money. Offers of money. Because in the past, what happened? There's a tower moment. Yeah, we know there's a tower moment. Whose tower moment is this? That Ace of Swords also includes Mitch. This has been votes. This has been money laundered back. It's unrealized goals and data, propaganda. So, the impeachment. The impeachment. This is a retaliation for the votes from impeachment and the propaganda that ensued. This is, in my opinion, I think this is directly related to impeachment. And those states are going to pay. Which is leading to this moflo is all over the place. We'll read on her. Is this moflotus? This moflotus is, I feel like my body wants to say yes, but then I feel like something is like blocking. You cannot know. Okay. Is this Rebecca Mercer? No. Is this Brittany Kaiser? No. Pelosi with receipt? No. It's her, because I checked in with her recently, and she's telling the same story as Don Holyoke. Like, she and Donald are, their stories are running more parallel. They used to be so far apart, and Donald would run parallel with Putin, but now she's running more parallel with him. What's going to happen here? Night. I think I'm going to take up smoking. There's a 24-hour convenience store a few blocks away. Okay. How do we see the FBI? How do we see them knowing what they know about how this got going in Washington? Decision has to be made. They have to, there's a critical decision, planning, crisis. Something is going on. I don't know what it is. FBI, what's the environment and what you know? Round them all up. This is what they did to Zelensky. This is what they did to Hillary. This is what they were trying to do with Joe Biden in Ukraine. This, they just want people rounded up and quiet. You know, we can talk. I've always felt like this administration is all about the economic genocide, but you can't see going on because of money. I feel like this is another kind of accidental on purpose genocide they've been waiting to have all this time against their enemies. I mean, I can, but another thing that came out I saw in the headlines was about how I don't know how to say it, is it the Uyghur Muslims in China have now all been brought to factory warehouses to work because they're holding over 1 million of them in concentration camps, and they're trying to deprogram them. China is demolishing all of their mosques, everything, all of their history, and they're getting retrained. And now they have all been sent to work in factory workshops like Nike, big brand names. I think more towards on the eastern side of China, which that's another problem I have, because I am not going to endorse. This is such a mess. There's so much of this, like rounding them up and separating, and it's like all being active again to extremes, like these common ideas that they share about rounding up people and isolating them. It's happening in so many countries at the same time. Oh, I need mods. Who? Okay. Debsy, you're a moderator. Alternative Health, you are a moderator. Sue Ellen, you are a moderator. Hi, Indivisible San Francisco. Do I need to get anybody else? Keisha, I wanted to hire you. Are you moderating? Hi, Cynthia. Are we good? Well, I can't tag you. Okay, I think you guys are all set. Thank you. Are we good? I thought I made you. Holy cow! You know what? I'm having new trolls, you guys. Just get rid of them. Out. Pull out the 2 swords, you guys. Awesome moderators. Hi, Ava. Ew, gross. You know, when you get trolls like that, you know, they're always the ones who aren't getting any. I mean, come on. This is what you're doing at night? Please. Sadness. Uncapable man. Okay. So, where was I? Is there really this big of a delay? Okay, so FBI. What are you hoping to do with what's going on in Washington? Oh, no justice. This is justice that's biased. I almost feel like this is just cuff them and stuff them. Just go get them. That it's just beyond reason and time to be just. Their hope is they can do something besides justice, like the normal channels, because this is a crisis. Their fear is what? The power of the Cerveza. Next steps, FBI. Oh, Can't really? What are those next steps going to be? Quickly against Don Julio. Is this a whistleblower? News. Nightmare. Final outcome. Oh, come on. There are some severe and harsh judgments that are happening right now, and choices and decisions that they're making. Absolutely. Oh, Cerveza. Because there's a beer, there's a Cerveza that we like to drink, from Mexico, that people squeeze a lime in it. It has the same name as something that is making everyone sick around the world. So I can't say the word because I've already gotten demonetized. Alternative Health Digital, does that make sense? Why I'm calling it Cerveza? Hi, Larry. Ah, good. See? Muy bien. I can't speak the Espanol like Becca can. Okay. Oh, okay. I was supposed to ask someone a question in that thing I just did. Who was I supposed to ask? Oh, I didn't even see Ian. Hi, Marta. Exactly. Hi, Larry. Oh, thank you, Deb. Moflo. Moflo. That is such an awesome name. Gosh. Oh. The mo just wasn't flowing. The mo flow? Yep. Okay, let's find the mo flow. Where are you? And she was about what she knows about the Cerveza or what she knows about Washington. I just feel like, where is she hiding? Don't ask me, don't ask me. I'm running away. Come on. She's right there. She's hiding. Am I here? Am I here? Am I here? I should be here. I sign back. I'm here. Yay. Okay. Okay, now. So, I'll ask this one quickly. No, I totally got signed out. MoFlo. MoFlo. What do you know? What do you know about Washington virus? They're trying to get away with it. Holy crap. So the plan was hatched. Looks like it's falling on its face. Does courts know about this? Courts know about... What's at the basis of what you know with what's going on with the Cerveza in Washington? See, she corroborates it. What's the challenge with this plan? Americans. What's this Queen of Swords? Six Wands mob. The courts. How they temper, they blend all their information, viruses, and attack. Jeez. Calgon Chow. Okay. So, that was that. Unknown origin in the U.S. I think that was related to I know that I was clarifying about how it arrived. How did the virus become an unknown? Can you clarify what you mean by unknown origin in the U.S.? Do you mean like a novel case? Thank you, A. Flores. Also, you guys, don't forget. Oh, Divine Feminine. Ask for the Divine Feminine. That just popped in my head because she's been truly awesome when I've been asking for help. It's like parts everything and is on it. Remember Divine Feminine from the Galactic Center Jupiter conjunction? She covered in Divine Feminine that came in. Okay, yes, I see what you mean. Okay, well, you guys, you know what? I think, how's my battery doing here? I'm thinking that was kind of a cue from the universe. You might want to start wrapping things up. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, ask? Yes, I remember when he said it'll be like a miracle and it'll be gone. That's because he always talks like that when he gets intelligence, not from sources within the United States. Yes, sweet dreams. Any question? Oh gosh. You know what? I want to ask what kind of interference we're going to have at the primaries. Oh gosh, would that be nice? Okay. Will Rump get Cerveza? Will he get, you know what I'm talking about, Cerveza? Will he get it? Will he get it? Will Don Julio get the Cerveza? I don't think so. He's drifted away before it's ever gonna. He's gonna hear about it and run and hide and go away very quickly. I don't think he will. Okay, I'm sorry, Keisha. I don't like to read on him. I had a very, very bad experience. It took a long time to get his energy off of me and away from my cards. Okay, will Congress take over? Because, Wendy, are you asking about the House of Representatives or the Senate taking over? Because he's useless. Because the Democrats only control 1/3 of government. Will Congress take over? Thank you, Keisha. Okay, well, will Congress take over? Okay. Yeah, so Congress, so we have the Congress, which is the House of Representatives, and we also have the Senate. And Speaker Pelosi has the House of Representatives. And so the Senate is Republican controlled. I don't know how Congress could take over, but we can ask anyway. Will Congress take over? Because Don Julio turd is totally useless and a danger. I thought he was going to learn his lesson. Will Congress take over? because Don Julio is totally useless and a threat and a menace. Will Congress take over? Oh, this is more my FBI card. Someone's taken action. Because of what happened in the past with angry Putin. See, I feel like they have so much information, but it's like they got to take out so many people at once. Like it is you only can strike only once, and it's got to be watertight because Billow has messed with everything. So will they take action because he's useless? Well, Putin, angry Putin. Mo-Flo, she's there again. I am telling you, something is up with her. It's a challenge with Mo-Flo. Page of Swords. Now, this is my Mark Zuckerberg card, and she runs errands. She runs data. Oh, crepe. Okay, my battery's not happy. She runs errands with data and money because, he goes back and forth with Six Wands Mob as a, quote, private citizen. Will they take action? Will they take over because he's useless? There's an agreement. It's to come. Because he stole something, because of the elections. He's just stealing so much. Well, I'm glad to see there's an agreement down there. Oh, hi, Speaker Pelosi. All this money, all these votes, all of unrealized goals. Manipulation, magic. Ooh, remember the thing on the motherboards, the microchips. They might. I was trying to explain earlier in a reading about how with each successive primary, it's like Shiv Pelosi and the FBI/intel agencies, they get more refined. Like each time we have a primary, they're able to focus more on where the problem is and focus on that. I really saw that happen at this last new moon in Pisces before the primaries. I was like shocked that they were at the Seven of Cups stage where things kind of flip. I've done those readings last May when Netanyahu lost his election and the Saudis called an emergency meeting. There's so much information in there. That's where it started, where they got fed bad data. And I think that's why way back when Defense DOD Deputy Shanahan, who took over after Mad Dog Mattis, he's from Boeing, remember? I think he's out. They said the reason why he was out was because of his past history and maybe violence with domestic violence. But I think he was the one that passed off the bad data. So, and then in this last primary, I'm telling you, these guys were in a panic, especially Parscale and Zuck. Oh my God, Google, total nightmare, because Biden won by such a large number that there was a glitch in the system, and it reminded me back when bad data was fed last May and Netanyahu lost. He's lost 3 times, you guys, in the past year. But we can't get rid of him. It's crazy. So I wonder if they're faking the Pope test results. Does he have it? Does the Pope have it? Oh, Sharon, March 15th. It's getting started now. It is getting started now. I know I have my own stuff going on, but it is starting now, because Mars right now is at the point of the new moon solar eclipse last July. What was going on around July 4th, around then? When it gets a few more degrees, now it's going to hit that monster full moon lunar eclipse. It's this whole month. I don't know when we get a break. I've been looking at this past week, and I've just been holding on. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get to tell you guys, I've been working with asteroids. When Donald was inaugurated, you know what asteroid was conjunct his natal sun? Just take a guess. You know, I've talked about Chiron, the wounded healer. There is legitimately an asteroid called Chaos, Chaos, conjunct his natal sun at the moment of his inauguration. There's like 10 glaring asteroids that I was kind of hyperventilating a little bit. But I do recall looking at something recently that Hades, god of the underworld, Poseidon as well, is on the side of the people. This is bonkers, you guys. So please, we're Mercury retrograde. Just lay low, keep things simple. Don't push yourselves. Don't put, that pressure or stress or demands on other people, because nobody can do it. Nobody can. We're just all trying to get along as we can, moment by moment, day by day. So, oh my God, Tulsi Gabbard. Okay. She's hanging around. She might be the back channel to, oh my God, that's it. She's the back channel. Thank you. Excellent question. We know she's on the wrong side. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you guys lose me, it's really because my battery is dead. It really, really. Okay, Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard has to have access to NGP Van. NGP Van is the software company that houses all the proprietary data information and the polling. So she's running. How in the world is she still in this? Come on. When we have so many great people who had to drop out, and she's still hanging around like she's like flypaper, just sticking around and hoping everything sticks to her and she can go share it. FBI. Okay, does Tulsi Gabbard have access to NGP? Is Tulsi Gabbard the back channel to NGP Van data? Okay, I have a 9 of Wands and a 10 of Wands. The 9 of Wands was always election burdens for Donald. The 10 of Wands was always the financial burdens to Stubb. Tulsi Gabbard, are you the back channel to NGP Van? Okay. That's upright. Sure seems like a Trump Russia. There's no regard for rules in an organization or government. Is she the back channel? I'm going to say yeah. Look it up. Holy cow. She's the 7 of Cups. She's the flipping 7 of Cups. She's the reason why the elections go poof. I have no better way to describe this 7 of Cups other than poof. Like when Hillary Clinton in the election, remember, it looked like she was going to win. And then all of a sudden things started to change at the last minute. And then the crescendo of votes for Donald, suddenly everything got tipped. That's the 7 of Cups. Tulsi Gabbard. It makes me angry because my family from Hawaii. Tulsi Gabbard's challenge. Pentacles are data and money. Really. Here you go. Microchip, manipulator. This is Tulsi Gabbard. Coming quickly. Holy cow, that was an awesome question. Coming quickly. I never read on her because she just bugs me so much, but that was an awesome. Whew. Okay. FBI. Got one last question before my phone dies. If it dies, we're done. Okay, you guys. Take care, Cynthia. Good night. Okay, thank you, Cynthia. Okay, FBI, what do you have on Tulsi Gabbard and back channel to data? FBI, what do you got on her? What do you got on her? Five of Cups, you know, this is my, okay, how Russia and China control the office of the President of the United States because they have the outside cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The outside cups are the things that manipulate information so Russia, China can hang on to the President of the, so she's she's like a fifth cup. She's worse than a third wheel. She's a fifth cup covered in. She's the news from Russia. What do you know about her and NGP Van? Ugh. Challenge our offers from Donald. Because Donald can't make offers to NGP Van. So there she is, right at the base of her is the assault. She is the assaulter. She is the ass and assaulter. Crowning her is her plan. Hey, you guys, you can have this. I'm going to blend the Russia Democrat information, which is linked to Putin. And how do we see her as a back channel to NGP Van? Gosh. There you go. Well, hopefully she's gotten rounded up. Yes, because it's the FBI has her entrapped. The environment is one of data, hanging on all to that data, and consolidating power. her plan is falling apart. The fear. They hope the plan falls apart. The FBI fears the intel agency digital. What is this? Oh, I feel like these are more like people on the ground in the U.S. or like bad guys in the U.S. and retaliation. Next steps. This is the voter suppression card, so maybe they're watching her and watching how voters are suppressed. Votes flipped. Final outcome. The White House. Page of Pentacles, there you go. She's offering. There you go. So we'll finish it on her. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me at this last minute. I so appreciate it. I was feeling a little wigged out earlier about what I was saying. But now we all are seeing the same things. This week is going to be crazy. We have a quarter moon tomorrow in the afternoon. I still have to look at that chart, but thankfully we are going to get out of this crazy insanity we've had for a week now. I am just ready to skedaddle and get out. I need some new energy. If it's bad energy, fine. Just get me some new bad energy. I want out of this because it's no fun. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, call on the Divine Feminine. Thank you, Mystery. Thank you, Liz and Cynthia and Teresa and Carla and Cynthia, Maria, Sue Ellen, Janine, Deb. Thank you, moderators. Wonderful, Keisha. Thank you, Mark, Mystery, Sue Ellen, Vicky, Wendy, Cynthia, love you more. Rosie, Sue, Mystery, Rebecca, Cheryl. Have fun, Beth. Thank you, Carla. Okay. Claudia, Ava, Alternative Health Digital, get some rest. Okay, good night. I'm turning us off now, okay? Bye. How do I turn this off? Okay. I don't know. Turn this off, really? How do I turn this off? Okay, new stuff. Let's figure this out. How do I turn this off? There should be an off button. What's that? What's that? Settings, FAQ. New. Close. Oh my gosh, there's a back camera on this. Okay, let's see.